Crazy God story. Last week, my daughter got into a car accident, and God used it to remind me of a really important biblical truth. One night about midnight, my daughter calls me up and says, "Dad, I just wrecked my friend's car." My daughter's friend didn't have her glasses with her. Her and my daughter were out, so my daughter was driving her car because her friend couldn't see. They were going through a parking lot. My daughter ran over something. She couldn't see it, punched a huge hole in the transmission pan. The fluid went everywhere. No one was hurt, but the car was inoperable. If she had tried to drive it, it would have ruined the transmission. This was my daughter's best friend. She wasn't angry, but she was kind of upset. My daughter said, "You know what? My dad is a mechanic for a living. He will come up here and fix this." And my daughter's friend was like, "Really?" My daughter said, "Yes, my dad loves me." My daughter made a mistake. She told me later, she's like, "I shouldn't have been driving that car." Even though she knew she messed up, she knows that I love her, and she knows that I have the ability to fix that car. So she was confident that if she called me up, I would fix this problem for her. So she called me up at midnight, was completely honest with me about what happened, and was fully expecting me to take care of this for her. I love my daughter. I didn't get angry with her. I didn't get upset with her. I went up there and I took care of the problem. Christians aren't perfect. We make mistakes. We do things we know we shouldn't do, and we struggle with sin sometimes. And when we do those things, it has a tendency to make us feel distant from God. It makes us feel like He's angry with us. It makes us feel like we've got to clean ourselves up so that we can get close to Him again. But in Hebrews 4:16, it says, "Let us go boldly to the throne of grace so that we can obtain mercy and find grace to help in time of need." When we struggle with sin, when we make mistakes and mess up, God is not angry with us. He's not waiting to judge us. He loves us, and He wants us to go to Him with confident assurance that if we are honest about the sin and the struggles in our life, that He will give us grace and mercy. You see, we don't have to clean ourselves up in order to get close to God. When we get close to God, He cleans us up. We do not have the ability to overcome the sin in our lives. In 2 Corinthians chapter 3, it talks about how as we spend time in the presence of God, He makes us a reflection of His glory. He makes us more like Jesus. Romans 8:1 says there is no condemnation for those who are in Christ Jesus. The guilt and shame that you're feeling that's keeping you distant from God is a lie from Satan designed to keep you distant from God. The end of Romans 8 tells us that nothing can separate us from the love of God. In James 4:8, God promises, "Draw near to me and I will draw near to you." You might feel guilty and distant from God, but it's a lie. The only thing you've got to do to be close to God is turn to Him, be honest, and say, "God, I need your help. I need your grace and mercy." Don't let Satan deceive you anymore. You feeling guilty or not feeling the presence of God or feeling close to God has nothing to do with whether you're actually close to God or not. Draw near to Him and He will draw near to you.